Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage. Chalk up 2 there. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Here's Barnes. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good work there as it goes.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Now here's Walker. Here's Fox. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Knocked loose. Pass to McGrady. Here's Murray Boyle. 5 on the clock. Missed inside.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Here's McGrady following the bucket by the Spurs. Ingram outside. Here's the screen. The 3 from Barnes. San Antonio with the rebound. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for San Antonio. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Doing it with style, McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
The kick out to Harper. To the middle. And that one's good. Barnes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half. And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now, here is McGrady. Pass to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game. The kick out to Barnes. Harper wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Dylan Harper.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, I guess the simple layup wasn't enough. He had to add some flair to it.
Walker clanks the putback jam. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Fox. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Here's McGrady. A rebound by the Spurs.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Spurs leading by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Offensively, John Collins' game is tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Well, it sure is, Kevin, and I've always admired John Collins' efficiency. You know, I mean, he can make threes. He can create his own shot both in the post and off the dribble facing up and make mid-range jumpers. He's a great offensive rebounder. He's a lob threat. Really not much John Collins can't do at a very high level. But what I like about Kobe White is his attitude on the court. He's an up-tempo player who never seems to lose energy.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
They set the screen. In the corner, Barrett with it. Stackhouse with the steal. It's deflected. Wembanyama fighting for it.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Out left of the wing. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Collins. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Now Stackhouse. And here is Ayton. He's guarded by Collins. Wembanyama high post. 6 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. There's a good screen. Here's White. And the rejection by Ayton.
Great rim protection by Ayton. This coaching staff wants more of that from DeAndre.
And Ayton throws it down.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
White, left side. Malone.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Back to Parker. And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To the inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Collins.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Raptors trailed by 12. White. Banked in off the glass.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Pass to Wembanyama. Inside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Back to White. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. White's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Toronto. Outside, Walker. Pass to Barnes. Up and in on the layup. And it's 6 points for Harrison Barnes.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Out to White. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. That shot, no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Raptors trailed by 11. To the paint. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, this is something that Ingram has really worked on. And you see the results there with the perfect pass.
Fox with it. There's the drive. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Inside. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And Harper slams it in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Faster quickly. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Quickly's got 5 points now this quarter. Now Ayton. Outside, Fox. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
It's stolen by McGrady. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Good. McGrady's got 8 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Down low. Here's Harper. Ayton. And he banks in the layup. And the Spurs lead by 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Well, look, you need to get up on Ingram, but then he has the quickness to put it on the floor and get all the way to the rim.
Here's Fox. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He has 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And stolen by Ayton. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Spurs leading by 11. Johnson outside. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Parker. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama with the flush.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home. And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 13. They set the pick to the inside. Pass to Barrett. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The decision-making of Barrett continuing to improve. I love when he's decisive like this.
Here's Stackhouse. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Out to Parker. Clock at 6. Takes it off the glass. Parker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. And it's the Raptors ball. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's White. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Walker. Back to Johnson. Over Marion. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Johnson right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's Parker with the drive. 6 to shoot. Inside. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Parker's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for San Antonio. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. The kick out to Walker. Johnson outside. Back to Wembanyama. It's stolen by McGrady. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
And saw the play develop, got out in front of the defense, and Barnes there finishes on the break.
Parker left side. Here's Stackhouse. It's good from long range. And the Spurs lead by 16.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Count it good.
Man, Wembanyama looking unstoppable.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Rejected by Ingram.
Well, he's one of the longest wings in the league, and right there, putting that reach to good use.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with, guys.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Saves him with the putback.
That's great seeing Ingram there using his reach on the glass.
Here's Ayton. It's tipped. Takes it inside.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring line.
2 minutes remaining. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Barnes. And the three misses. San Antonio leading by 18. Fox throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Pass to Harper. Back to Barnes. Out to the right wing. And Harper slams it in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Ingram wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Well, that's his game. Ingram is so comfortable on the catch and shoot.
And here is Fox. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.